the weekend. Contemporary race car, British GT front runner, and the Aston Martin Vantage thunders its way up the hill.
Presumably a rare time for him to make it to comes up the hill, so these GT3 cars having all the driver aids on them.
Indeed, Aston Martin factory driver Johnny. Squealing the tyres, mowing the lawn in this rapid E, heading up the hill now, up Park straight toward Bolton Corner.
Really pushing the limits as he gets onto the brakes now into Malcolm. Tucks it in, doesn't bother with the grass there though, only at the second corner did he fancy it. He goes up the hill towards the flint wall, but again another sort of game changer.
Very powerful for the race cars. This is the DB11 AMR, and understand why they're so hot. Lovely design, timeless design of Aston Martin.
Yeah, amazing stuff, isn't it, as it makes its way up the hill. There's a reason we're celebrating it, isn't it? It's just iconic car after iconic car.
Convertible or the hard top, they're still desirable. And this the Vanquish Zagato Speedster. Streamlining goes past the flint wall and now on up to the end of the hill. Got more soft tops heading up through Bolton Corner at the moment. Towards Porsche and one of other brands going through our GT and Sports Racing batch.
This is the Aston Martin Vantage AMR. Manual gearbox in this one.
Quite rare these days.
Yeah.
These days are paddles and automatic boxes, so up to Malcolm. Left-hand drive as well. Turns in. Also got the Malcolm heading him and Stephen Tompkins. There it is. If you need to compare and contrast. Now go back to the very early days of Aston Martin history. By Lionel Martin and Robert Hampton, and named off. Sorry, the elected market participation. It was a general strike that stopped it, and Aston then withdrew from competition a little while later as a factory team that the cars were running privately.
Have a look at this DBR2 in the hands of Peter Bradfield. Stunning looking machine, and a chassis created for a cancelled Lagonda.
Four-litre engine, straight six, enormous steering wheel. You saw Peter Bradfield sawing away at that as he went up through the first corner before Park straight. They work away the wheel.
Into the 60s. This the Julian Draper driven Aston Martin Project 214 or 214 if it were a Porsche. This was 1963, a prototype based on the DB4 GT. Absolutely superb. Raced
62 EMU with the DB3S.
Just mentioning that obviously terrible accident in 1955 was actually the two drivers car for Le Mans. Was it Pierre Levey was the only man to ever try and do or ever car.
Regato from 1960, a car with a Stirling Moss Michael Salmon pedigree, but just beautiful that car. This is Hugo de Savenlier in the running its Bathurst 12-hour stickerage, but it's the sort of car that races within the Intercontinental GT Challenge, Blockpan GT Series Endurance Cup as it now is, and this, the latest GT3 Aston Martin from an international
the old Astons were never that prolific in block
such a project, we have to consider all the aspects of the car. Generally, for a race car, aerodynamics is a key. We are running at very high speed, so we can generate high forces on the grid.
We always try and make the car bulletproof for a 24-hour race, and if it can withstand 30 hours plus without any technical issues, it's a good sign on.
One of the main targets of the car was to improve the drivability, to make the car easy to drive for everyone.
During driving,
Big smile when I was coming out for the first time. So all the testing we did going really in a good direction.
the performance of the car has been really good so far, very consistent, easy to drive and fast, so that's all we've wanted to achieve with this car, and I'm really happy.
I think last year we had Moby Dick, didn't we? Or we'd seen it at the members' meeting, but this, you do a double take, because you think, well, it can't be, that someone's made that for modified sports car club racing, because it's a cut and shut, but it's a genuine car. John Fitzpatrick would have been on the same sort of grid as the Zaxby and Capri that we saw in the Tin Top Titans earlier on, effectively, in that kind of Group 5 DRM era.
It's even cooler with a turbo loader KKK logo for the turbo on the back of the car as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just wonderful, just wonderful. Now then, the Aston Martin celebration. Aston Martin made its debut at Goodwood in 1949, and the British mark, well, totally linked with the motor circuit, just a couple of miles away down towards Chichester. We can see Chichester Cathedral from our commentary position here as Holly Mason Frank Hitty wrestles the Aston Martin Ulster up the hill, a 1935 car. Only a 1.5 litre 4-cylinder engine, but its day a very rapid piece of kit, particularly on the Tourist Trophy Dundrod.
It got the name Ulster thanks to Aston Martin's 1-2-3 in class in 1934 at the Arles Circuit. Aston, we're talking about the modern cars, but you forget how much success they had going back decades ago. This is Ulster Special, the 1.5 litre 6-cylinder supercharged engine. And it had its own travails. It just outlasted the opposition, and it did come through to score the win. And Martin Manning, who's got a lovely collection of historic cars, both sports racing and touring cars, takes that up the hill as we then switch to the DB3S of Edward Williams, sawing away at the wheel. 62 EMU heads up the hill.
Edgeworth's car, kind of car that finished third at Le Mans with Moss and Collins back in 1953, and you know the touches with the yellow on the nose for identification, and that, as we all know, has been carried through to this very day. Went around the block in one of these about 20-something years ago. Wonderful.
Well, we went there. It was a long block, and it was a very straight one, and it was very fast indeed.
But it was a wonderful experience. A Le Mans podium car parked on the lawn outside my folks' house. I just didn't appreciate it at the time.
No, but now. So up the hill goes then this DB3S, a car from 55 Le Mans, which of course had the terrible accident. The race carried on, and this car with Peter Collins and Paul Frere, the Welsh journalist,
By Sir Anthony Bamford, driven by Peter Bradfield, and a Chiassi cancelled by Lagonda. 1957 car driven by Peter and Graham Whitehead, retired suffered with fueling problems, but found more success the year after in 1958 when Stirling Moss took it to victory at the Goodwood Motor Circuit in the Sussex Trophy. And also up towards you, David, at Old Park, the British Empire Trophy.
Indeed so, Great Sportscar Circuit, then as now. Tom Alexander's DB4 GT is another car with a Stirling Moss pedigree, because Stirling won at the Silverstone International Trophy meeting, not the International Trophy because that was a single-seater race, but at that event in this DB4 GT. It was a little bit shorter and a bit lighter than the DB4 itself, but really taking on the Ferrari 250s. And Tom Alexander with this car that kicks out 300 brake horsepower, 3.7 litre straight six engine, and of course makes a wonderful noise.
Made its debut at the 1959 International Trophy at Silverstone, as David said. Stirling Moss winning first time out. Past the flip wall and up and away. Quick cars in their day, very quick cars still today. If you go to some Aston Martin Owners Club meetings or some historic races such as Revival that will be back here at Goodwood in September, rapid passes a kit.
We used to have in the 80s at Aston Martin Owners Club's World Sportscar Championship, and there'd be quite a lot of DB4s that would come out and play, but you can hardly see them at that championship because now they are so valuable, they've all gone into historic racing. It was always a bit heavy, and it didn't really have not only the power, but certainly not the budget to take on Porsche. It did keep Aston Martin and its British interest at Le Mans alive, because this came on the back of the very unsuccessful DBS.
Willem Towett, a Formula 1 aerodynamicist, made his sort of early steps into aerodynamics. There's a picture of the bar in Hotel de France at Chartres-sur-Loire, not far from the Circuit de la Sarthe, and Willem's in there. He went on to be aerodynamicist for Ferrari and Sauber and BAR Honda. Clever guy.
Indeed so. Hugo de Sadler is riding our Motorsports GT3 Aston Martin V12 Vantage. This brings you up to date with what Aston Martin is doing in international GT racing in terms of GT3. You could say, well, what's the difference between this and the GTE car, which is this that races at Le Mans, but we haven't got time. We need to lose the will to live, because the difference in GT regulations is as much pointless as it is. Suffice to say, Aston has a foot in each camp. The international Johnny Adam, who is driving that car.
Darren Turner's also here this weekend as well. Wasn't a fan of the lime to start with, but now I totally love it. I get it. I think it's wonderful.
Works, doesn't it? That is something different. Ollie Wilkinson